Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is I, Badger, back for some more Legalized Season number 11 action. And I am joined tonight, temporarily, by a very special guest. Former League of Legends professional, current Dota 7K player extraordinaire. It is the great Andy Bendy. How are you this fine evening?
Good. I'm excited to see Ka
Is it time to
versus Hobbs.
I'm also
Perfect
being
timing.
joined by former Division 2 DPC professional Salacious Sea Lion 62. Welcome, Jim.
Drugs.
Shrugs.
Okay, wait. Who had first pick? Radiant had first pick?
Radiant, yeah.
No, Dire.
No, Dire. Mix up my sides.
Okay. I'm a little surprised. Do you think when you see Mirana first pick, Jim, do you instantly think Spirit Breaker?
No,
I
wait,
mean, I guess
no.
it can follow. It can follow her. There's stealth.
I think that these picks are okay. I mean, I would like that. Like, if you pick Visage, I'm assuming you're playing a 3 on Hobbs. I think you should probably pick a stronger laning 4 with it. Like.
At least they picked the melee.
Actually, wait,
big, beefy melee boy.
Yeah.
That's good.
Spirit Breaker's all right. I don't know. It's all right.
I'm surprised.
This is a fine opening. It's just a fine opening, you know.
Pango. Trying to think if I like Pango into Visage or not. I've only played it like once or something. I want to say yes.
Pangolier's good into Visage. It's like kind of it's fine against Spirit Breaker. I mean, Pango's just a good hero. It's fine, I'm sure. Pango Murano duo opening is kind of like you don't have a real stun right now. Like you don't have like an actual set of stun.
Yeah, at least until you get blink. And if you're mid Pango, that's probably after defusal, so it's quite a while. Yeah.
Do you have any insider info on where this Pango's going, Badger?
I mean, I would have to guess it would be the middle lane hero for Fatal, but I know Phil's can play it, so it can go either way.
How does Spirit Breaker's charge interact with ball? Is it which one? If you charge at the ball, what happens?
I believe it's ball stuns, but I'm not entirely sure.
That would be reasonable, I feel. But
I'm like 70% sure it's ball stuns.
Okay.
Which is confident, but not that confident. You know what
Pop
I mean?
Molly.
They banned Bloodseeker. They banned Lifestealer. I wouldn't imagine Lifestealer is a hero that'd be great against Visage.
It's not that great in Spirit Breaker either, but maybe they're just saying, you know what, Sonic God's good at this hero, we don't want to play against it.
I mean, in the lane, it'll. I mean, it's kind of not great against Visage in the lane though.
I mean, I guess you can purge off if Visage goes to the first.
He'll just Q something else for the move speed and run away. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it might be more it might be more that they want to pick other heroes that are gonna get fucked by it. You know.
Yeah, I guess.
Excuse my language, Badger. I am sorry. I know that this is a Christian.
You can ban it. You can ban him. You can ban him. It's fine. Just ban him.
Just get me out.
I'm just happy I could save my voice for an extra like 12 and a half minutes. I appreciate anything I could get, man.
All right. Keep resting, Badger. We'll take over.
Do you think they're banning Zeus to pick a hero later or to protect the Pango?
Wait, what? It's got to be
okay. Dire.
It's got to be for a hero later. I think they want to maybe pick like.
I like Pango into Zeus. You have a really defusal. You have a ball.
No, it's crack smoking to ban. Why would you ban Zeus to protect Pango?
I mean, I guess maybe if other teams like worst players are mid, it's like kind of a chill hero to play.
To be honest, I feel like all these bans are like player bans. Actually, the PL ban might be due to us.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the PL ban. The PL ban could be like PTSD.
I don't think PL's good. I don't think PL's like in the Visage either.
PL's. Also, if you have 18 pick, you should never ban PL. Like PL is just really a bad hero.
Because you only need like 1.5 or like one hero.
They already have Pango too.
Sometimes you just need one hero to counter them.
Well, okay. To be fair, right now their heroes suck against PL, but like, I mean,
I think they're traumatized. I think they're traumatized. I casted that game. I remember. Everything was going real well for them until you got items, and it just stopped going well for them.
In the game, it was like, I checked Jim's items, I was like, oh my god, he has a Midas and a Diffusal, instead of just like a Diffusal or Midas. And I was like, okay, well,
I was hitting that eel wall. What's like Adderall, but for eels.
Yeah, no, of course. What else would it be, though?
Yeah. We were hitting some eel wall, you know, then we
I think both
cast.
I think both teams could use a nice stun. I mean, Spirit Breaker's okay, but he's also kind of not okay. early in the game, it's okay, but later on,
you know what I was
hard
gonna
to
say
connect
would be
those.
really good for Dire,
What?
or sorry, Radiant. I think that Disruptor would have been a good pick here.
Yeah.
I think it just works really well with their heroes. Like you'd have so much more. You'd a get more pick off, and then you'd also b get like good team fight control, which you kind of are lacking. Like you would get pick off and team fight control. So like
It's also pretty against Pangler because you don't really want to buy BKB, or it's like really
Yeah,
rare
yeah.
you want to buy BKB. So it's like kind of effective stun against the whole game.
it like fucks the shard too. Sniper. Oh my
Oh, that's
god.
true.
That's a sniper.
Yeah, like a lot of times like Pangos will just buy shard and
I
they'll be
really
kind of
want to.
unkillable, but not against Disruptor.
I want to see them pick like okay, Mercy's gone. What's a melee here they can pick with sniper? 'Cause I imagine this is going into the safe.
Clockwork would be actually
Clockwork.
Clockwork
Yeah.
Sniper is an insane lane,
Yeah.
and it's honestly
Yeah.
so.
Oh, this is good. This is good.
I think this is worse than Clockwork Sniper, but it's still good.
Yeah, I think it's worse, but I think in the game it'll be really cool because this is just a lot of physical damage and minus armor.
I mean,
and Sven will
Visage
give
kind of
you-
like honestly, they kind of all do magical. Like Spearbreaker does mostly magical.
Doesn't Visage do magical only for like? I feel like your scale. The
No, no,
scaling
no, no.
of
But
Visage
the
is physical.
other two are like entirely
Yeah,
magical
yeah, yeah.
damage.
No, that's
and
true,
like
that's true,
Visage,
that's true.
Visage is like hybrid. I mean,
That's
Visage
true.
is more physical.
It's more physical later, right? Because it's not like your W scale. It's not like your second skill.
Yeah,
scale.
yeah, yeah.
No, that's true. The rest of the heroes are pretty magical.
I don't know why they picked Queen of Pain. By the way, Queen of Pain is not good against Sniper.
I think Swede just likes playing it. I don't think
Fair.
it's his first co-op game all season.
I mean, it's a really nice lane to Pango. He probably it could be that why. That could be why.
Oh, that's fair. I guess now they're
It's
like
really
oh,
hard
like,
for. Yeah.
Is there like? I thought Pango usually still just makes it out okay. Badger, what are you
I mean,
doing?
I'm making
Badger.
sure. I'm double checking. This is the guy who's been asking for the Quap Arcana and the Quap Immortal for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
He's
Tell
been-
him, tell him to fuck off and quit
Oh,
begging.
okay. Well, I
This
think
is a
the thing
Quap
is, okay,
enthusiast, a true Quap
it's hard.
enthusiast.
It's hard for Pango to use his like push the wave out or use his skills without getting daggered. I don't think it's that bad for Pango or
Yeah.
anything, but it's definitely one of the better. It's really easy to feed on Pango. It's easy to feed. Plus, she has really good.
But
rune
you
control.
would never feed on Pango.
Oh, I would definitely feed on Pango.
No, Cat one, relax.
Ooh,
Actually, yeah,
that one's
quite
getting
hard. It's
feisty.
actually quite hard to feed on Pango, to be fair.
Cat one is getting feisty.
I mean, they have a good stun now in Dire. What would I want if I was Dire?
They have some flexibility at their draft still. They have I mean, it seems like it's pretty obvious where these heroes are going, but there's a lot of flex
I think
possibilities.
they need a two. I think they need a 2/3, but I would say so. Sure.
What 2/2 would they want though? Is a question. Maybe they making Mego like a hero like Puck.
I think it's a
but-
really good Underlord game. I mean, it's not like the hero's kind of bad. Wait, isn't
Oh.
Tidehunter? Wait, how is Tidehunter unpicked? Dude, they should just pick Tidehunter.
It's banned now. It just got banned.
Oh, did it? Oh, it was the last ban.
Good job, Radiant. Ownage.
Now, Hobbs values Tide. I mean, you guys know Hobbs. Hobbs is a big valuer of Tide.
Hobbs has a high hero level on Spearbreaker, but he never wants to pick it, or they never want to pick it.
On Tidehunter, you mean?
High
Yeah,
value.
they
on
never want to
Tide.
pick that hunter.
This is
So
this is a dyed in the wool Tide Hunter enthusiast.
Okay, if you say so.
Honestly, the Dire Jeff is just so wonky that I don't know.
What do you
if they
think
should-
about Bat Rider for Radiant? Oh no, they don't. They would. I guess they get the Visage carry at that point.
I'm not sure if this carry player could play Visage carry though. It's also kind of a
Yeah, no.
weird thing
I
for
was
meta.
looking at like if they have Pango, Sniper, they can like.
They have Sniper with like no like real one hero to stand in front.
They have no
Presumably this
save.
is Stun 5.
And they don't have any BKB piercing stuns. So if you got Bat and you have some items, you'll be getting.
What would be a good 3 for Dire? Assuming that what they need is a 3.
What about like a Viper or Down type hero? I know Bilski's very good in both.
I
those
think
heroes.
they don't want another ranged like they don't want to have like a Sniper 2. They don't want to like. I don't think they want something like that.
If they
It could be
played
okay.
if they played feeding Venom, it'd be pretty good.
Filski's ready to feed him some Venom. Don't worry, he's ready
That's
to feed him
perfect.
some
That's
Venom.
perfect. That's perfect.
It just seems kind of meh. I don't know. Honestly, Underlord looks pretty good here, even though the hero is not very good.
Speaking of Filski heroes, that is a
Ooh.
Filski classic, a certified Filski classic, Doombringer.
It's fine, I guess.
I don't
Yeah.
really know what Doom does. Not
I mean,
like,
it
not,
do-
not
it
in this
dooms
game.
things.
I just mean in general.
It dooms things. What do you mean?
I think Doom kind of feels not great into Visage, no? Like it just sort of like Visage is gonna buy a Wraith Pact and walk around together, and like you could like, but it's good into co-op. I don't know. I mean, it's just a whatever pick. It's fine, I guess.
You know what Doom does? Doom accumulates gold. You could buy a Wraith Pact on Doom pretty easily because you just have gold.
Yeah.
Like they're so single target damage and stun oriented except for Pango. Like I don't know, their control is just really like honestly, like Dire's team fight is like so dependent on this Pangolier early on. Like before Sniper and Doom have BKBs, and Sniper might not want to buy one for a while. Like dude, their team fight is so dependent on Pangolier and like Mirana Arrow, which is kind of like I don't know. I don't really like I would not want to be on Dire team because then you have to put a lot of faith into one of your players alone.
So you don't believe in Ka?
No, it's not cup playing, it's Fatal, I think.
I meant
I do believe in.
I meant the arrow. I meant the arrow.
Oh no, I mean they're both good. It's just like I don't know. I just wouldn't like to be in that lineup.
I trust Inca.
Pudge. I mean Pudge is all. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of a meh Pudge game, I think. What are your thoughts, Andy? You played more Pudge than me.
Um, I don't really know why they picked Pudge. Well, I mean, okay. They have an okay lane, and Pudge Lich is pretty cool. So that's something they got going for them.
Well, their lane, they should destroy the Doom.
Yeah.
They should destroy the lane, but like they could have picked a lot of things with like Lich to destroy Doom. So
I don't really like Pudge into Sniper that much.
I don't
It's
really
like
like it. It's pretty bad in the Pango as well. Like it's really
um,
because Pango like never takes damage from it. Like
you really
Pango like
can't. You
burns
can't
your
really
mana.
you really can't ult him if like it's not. That's
Yeah,
not real.
and Pango he like steals all your mana.
Well, he doesn't do. Pango doesn't do that much damage to you, at least from his other spells that aren't roll. Because like your E blocks a lot of his Q.
Yeah, but like I mean, just like when the Pango defuses you once, you can only maybe cast your R maybe.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's
I
just
mean,
so.
I'm not the biggest fan of Pudge. I mean, at least they have a good combo for it. Like Lich Pudge, pretty good.
I think is you could pick anything with Lich to beat Doom. Sorry.
All right, any
No.
last
I'm
judgments on
not-
these drafts or?
I'm not the biggest fan.
I think they should have picked Sniper and
I mean,
he should
okay,
have
they
gone
have
to Blink Dagger
on
at
the
some
bright
point.
side for them.
Or
They have a lot
Juggernaut,
of they have a lot of winning lanes. Like mid should be really good for Wop, and safe lane should be really good for Pudge. So maybe they're just gonna roll the lane. But in terms of the game, yeah, I think I'd rather be Dire.
Drugs. That's my answer.
All right, I'm assuming you two are out of here.
Yeah, I don't really have it in me to cast the whole game right now.
I mean, I appreciate everything I can get. It's good talking to both of you. Good getting some draft analysis from.
I'd be down to cast something with you some other time, Badger. You gotta give me I have to be mentally prepared, you know.
That's fair. That's fair. Any final words?
I love both these teams, and I hope that there's no mean all chats from anyone, and I hope that everyone has fun, and I don't know.
There's already mean all chat going on.
Oh no,
We're not even at the horde yet.
bro!
We're not even at the horde yet. It's already
I'll
happening.
watch it from I'll watch it from your stream, Badger. Don't worry, I'll be there.
All right, thanks for coming on, guys. Have a great night.
All right, you too, Badger.
Enjoy your cast,
You're really
Badger.
cool. Good call.
Thank you. Good call. All right, where was I? Okay, let's see here. What's going on? Right, there's already Whole City sending his regards in the all chat, and apparently, Whole City has said some things to Sui that I'm not going to mention for obvious reasons. So I'm sure we're just going to ignore that. If we don't acknowledge it, it didn't happen. Problem is we're paused. If we weren't paused, it'd be so much easier just to ignore the existence of it, but we're currently paused. Nothing's going on right now. We're just chilling. I'm all by myself now, but it's okay. I actually planned on casting myself. I asked a couple names if they wanted to cast with me tonight, but everyone either said no or didn't respond to me, which is a what can you do right there. That is Dota 2 for you. I do want to point out some of the sick cosmetics in this game. The one thing I want to mention is, oh no, he smoked! Okay, you can see it in this view. He has the guitar on the Doom. I remember when it came out, Filsky was like, oh my god, guitar Doombringer. I need this item. This is super sick. The Soul Shredder. And I think he had it in like 24 hours after it came out. He got this thing right away. He's been using it ever since. And if you know anything about this offlane gamer on Team Poland, Filski Dota 2 is a man who enjoys playing the Doombringer. I know the hero is called Doom nowadays, but I still like calling him Doombringer. It's much more of an older school name, but I think it just sounds better on the tongue sometimes, you know? Saying the full Doombringer. That's the one, I remember there used to be all these names they changed, and I think other than Windrunner, I'm using all the new names now. Like, I'm not going around calling him Necrolite anymore, or Wisp. I guess I am still using Wisp sometimes, but... where was I? I'm just kind of rambling at this point. I'm just rambling on, trying to burn time mostly because I don't really feel like doing analysis, but I also don't feel like having dead air. You know, I have a very certain sense instilled in me by the great Shrizen that tells me to limit my dead air, and as a result, I'm just going to keep saying words. They're going to get increasingly rambling, increasingly nonsensical, and so I mean, if you enjoy me rambling on in a nonsensical fashion, I have a YouTube, by the way. I've been coming out with a series called Badger's Briefings, where I kind of talk about topics in this kind of fashion, where I just kind of talk unscripted. Me looking at a face cam for straight, I don't know, 20 plus minutes. Actually, I haven't released one in like a week because I've been sick, but I'm no longer sick, so I'm actually going to record my TI2 retrospective tomorrow, so that'll be fun. Oh, we're back. We're back. We have G's! The letter G! The 7th letter of the alphabet is in the chat. Isn't that great? We're back. We're seeing a D ward, by the way, mid lane. And by D ward, I mean denied ward. Just Radiant, don't D ward it. It's possible Dire will get a D ward of their own here. They seem to know something's up. And oh, yep, that'll be on point. A nearly perfect sentry from Ka. For support extraordinaire Ka. Okay. Stay frosty. Seems like we will see 2 runes to both teams, unless Sonagod goes absolutely crazy here. It seems like he sees Kubrick on the Spirit Breaker and says, you know what? I don't want to be here any longer. I'm playing Sniper, low HP hero with 285 move speed. I'm good. I'm gonna walk away and not take tutor plus damage for no tangible likely gains, so... Some good water. Queen of Pain Pangolier in the mid lane. Swede does not have any regen right now, but I'm sure his Tango's in the courier. That's not his courier. She's going for the straight bottle right away, which, I mean, should be fine. Meanwhile, Pangolier is going bottle as well, but it's rushing it a little more quickly. He is slightly ahead in damage than the Queen of Pain right now, so this lane should go pretty well for Swede early on. Top lane, it's Visage Spiritbreaker taking on Sven Sniper, and I'm already bored of this lane, so I'm going to go bottom instead, where we have a much more fun lane. Cuz already killing a courier. RIP the courier of Lich. Black Frath got his salve, however, so it's okay. He's now manning up with that Frost Blast. Look from long range by Yes Sir! First blood goes to Pudge. And this is why I was watching bottom lane and not top lane. Things are happening bottom lane. Yes. Speaking of top lane, Kubrick is manning up with Shello Mellow, Strength Hero on Strength Hero man fighting, so neither taking too much damage right now, but... Fun times. If you're wondering, there are double nulls in the backpack of, or actually in the quick buy of Queen of Pain, so if you are somebody who does not want to see Queen of Pain buy double null talisman, then I've got some bad news for you. Back to the bottom lane again, one more hook on Ka. Frost Shield has been activated, Radiant has the level advantage and they'll bring down Ka. They turn to Filski. Filski is slowed, he will walk away, but right now this bottom lane is going the way of Bouche so far. Already 2 kills, both of them on Ka, and Ka, of course, wants level 2. He wants that leap to not die in this lane, but The longer he doesn't have leap, the longer he'll be dying in this lane. And the problem is, if he does go leap at level 2, he will not have arrow until level 3, so there's no great option here for Ka and the Mirana. We see Kubrick cutting the way of top lane right now. Cello is blocking one melee creep vigorously, and it's still going. Despite Cello's best efforts, the creeps will still follow Spirit Breaker. He'll now turn to Visage, but again, everyone's completely fine in that interaction. Nobody's too damaged. Middle lane CS has gone the way of Sui so far, but not by a massive margin. 16-4 versus Pangolier. Fatalness with a 10-2. I guess we have the one big CS difference would be the mid lane. Fatalness has to TP away to the middle lane from the middle lane just to not die to Queen of Pain. Which again, I guess he had to TP away there, but it does mean he's still very low on regen, but he will grab this bounty rune. Despite that, he will not be full HP. With the bottom lane again, hook in by Yes Sir from short range, and Filski will get run down by the slows. A third kill of the game for Pudge. There are 3 kills in the game. All 3 have gone to Pudge. And again, we cost level 1 right now! He's still level 1! He has no experience points. That's not good at all, actually. So we see Queen of Pain putting 2 points into the dagger. I believe that's pretty common nowadays, but it certainly allows him to zone out the Pangolier. Pangolier will grab this bottom water rune, unless we can zone him away. So we see Fatal now instead headed for the top one. Bit of a game of chicken here. Sui wants to ensure that Fatal... He dives the tower with dagger! Fatal is going to die here! What a huge read by Sui! He saw Fatal eyeing the rune. Says, you know what? If I go to one rune, you'll get the other rune. I'm not going to let you get a rune. You want to know why? Because you're dead. There's no bottle on Queen of Pain, by the way. There's no bottle. But bottle not needed. It's double null, man-fighting Queen of Pain. If you're wondering, a courier's dead top. That's a courier of Sniper. This is this is a very aggressive, heavy damage build from Sui, and so far it has paid off. That's a huge outplay there. Over into the dire side jungle, we see Kubrick charging away. I believe he's fine here. Pangolier has a swashbuckle in 2, but Kubrick will cancel his charge. TP to his own fountain, back to the dagger. It's there on Fatal's 3 points in the Shadow Dagger. Shadow Strike of Queen of Pain, but Fatal is A-okay for now, but he does need to be careful. He's a full level and a half behind Queen of Pain, so this is not a great time right now. We are on kill watch once again. Sui may play up, going for one more kill before the Pango gets some more levels. Pango still not yet 5. One more dagger comes through. Fatal will be a bit above half HP after the dagger ends. Over into the dire jungle, Kubrick has no TP. His charge is on cooldown. He's running from Cello and Sonagod. He's a little bit too fast. If we're looking at CS, though, there's 3 lanes that are all being won fairly heavily. It is the Radiant mid and bottom lane, and the Dire top lane. We see Sonagod eviscerating Hobbs right now. 27-5 versus Visage's 13-0. Mid, of course, has gone very one-sided in favor of the Queen of Pain. And then bottom lane has gone pretty one-sided in favor of the Pudge, though not as one-sided as other 2 aforementioned lanes. Pudge is 32-2 versus Doombringer's 28-2. If you count those 3 kills, certainly a lane win for the Pudge. If we go to hero net worth, yeah, it is about what you would expect. Pudge, Quap, very farm. Sniper? Actually, Sniper is less farm than I would have expected. We see a charge through by Hobbs into the Sinister Gaze from Black Frath. Filski will die at the eastern end of the Radiant side jungle. A 5th kill now for Bouche. They are looking real good currently. Team Poland are still not on the board. This is a bit of a shocker. A lot of people had Team Poland as their preseason favorites. They do have a winning record so far in this season, but so far in this opening game of the series, they have been extremely flat. Of course, there still is plenty of time to turn it around. Plenty of Dota to be played. Middle lane again, charged through by Kubrick. Looks towards Ka. Ka has 1 leap remaining. Sui thought about going on in, but did not have the blink available. If we're looking at skill builds, we're seeing a dive top lane. That's a Stormbolt into the swashbuckle on Hobbs. Hobbs is about half HP, turns with Soul Assumption. Then the Assassinate will not kill. Instead, it's Soul Assumption back there on Sven. Sven has been feared in. Black Frap is low, but Cello dies first with a Soul Assumption from Hobbs. Shield Crash comes in, but Lich now just dies. Fatal will roll under the tower, looking to kill Hobbs. Hobbs and Fatal both are low, but it's Fatal who will die first. Meanwhile, mid lane, it's a blink in by Queen of Pain under the middle T1 tower to bring down Ka. Across the map, that is a 3-for-1 in favor of the side of Bouche. They're now 8-to-1 in kills, and again, that dive, it almost worked out. They really could have further shut down Hobbs in this game by getting that kill on the Visage, but instead, it's a 2-kill turnaround, 1 of the kills going to the Visage, so that's certainly not ideal. This is a very odd hero net worth chart right now. I mean, Pudge way ahead, Queen of Pain way ahead, Sniper Doom are doing alright, but both the Pangolier and the Visage are just less than half of the net worth of the Pudge right now. It's a really interesting statistic there. Again, it's still no bottle for Queen of Pain. Sui says, you know what? You see a lot of mid laners, they go for a bottle. You know what? I don't want a bottle. I'm going to pretend I'm Invoker. I'm not going to buy a bottle. I've got double null talisman shreds. Is that a Falcon Blade in the Courier right now? That's a full Falcon Blade in the Courier, practically. And bottom lane's rotation by Queen of Pain. It's a 3v1 right now. This number comes in on Filski, and Filski is going to fall. The kill goes to Yes Sir in the Pudge. That is his 5th Flesh Heap stack already in the game. Over to top lane. Thought for a second Hobbs is in danger. Might lose 1 Familiar, but it's going to be A-okay in the top lane still. Wait, yep, that is 1 Familiar loss to the Sniper. Probably. Eventually. Took a while for it to happen, but eventually the inevitable has occurred. But the dive continues top lane. We see a bit of a wraparound gank from Cud, Cello, and Fatal. They're in the trees hunting in this direction. There's nobody in there right now. It's only Hobbs. Hobbs is entirely alone in the top lane right now. The Courier may die eventually, but the main target will be the main Visage. The roll comes through from Fatal. The Assassinate will bring him down to 1/3 HP, and that will be a kill on Visage. The roll turns to Black Frath. Black Frath on the Lich is in danger, but in comes a charge from Kubrick to stun Cello Mello. Cello is low, but in comes one more 2-man swashbuckle. Stormbolt stuns the Spirit Breaker. Lich is low. Spirit Breaker dies, and Lich will die to the shield crash of Fatalness. 3 kills for Team Poland. They quadruple their kills in 1 team fight, but it's vengeance time. Hook in on Ka by Yes Sir, who TP'd into the tier 2 tower, but that appears to be the only death of the team fight. Sui has a blink, but cannot find the right targets. So it'll be a 3-for-1 in favor of Team Poland. Nearly a 1k swing in their favor, cutting the net worth lead in half. Quite the major advantage to get there, but it's still looking real good for the side of Bouche right now. Usually you say, well, it's only a 1k net worth lead. It's not a very big deal, but notice, Dire have a Doombringer with a Midas. That's fake GPM right there. And as the game goes on, wait, bottom lane, charged by Kubrick. Seems like Filski is going to be okay there. But that is fake GPM. Doom with a Midas. That's absolutely fake GPM. So we see Sui, you know what? Sui says, you know what? I don't want a bottle. And not only do I not want a bottle, I also don't want to point in my ultimate. I don't need Sonic Wave. Oh, okay, never. Oh, the Assassinate didn't get the kill on Black Frath. I thought it was a free solo kill for Sonigod at the steps of the jungle, but that Frost Shield damage reduction was a little bit too much, it appears. That is how that works, right? That is not how that works. He just lived anyways. We see a hook top lane on Sonigod. Meanwhile, there's a dive mid lane as well. We see Queen of Pain in danger. Meanwhile, Sniper will kill Black Frath. Back to the middle lane. Man fight from Sui. He'll blink away. So it's a 1-for-1 on the top lane. Somehow Sui got away from that 1v2 middle lane. I actually regret not watching middle lane. Even though there were no kills middle lane, there were 2 kills top lane, I regret not watching middle lane. That would have been interesting. Well, what can you do? There's no way Sui goes in here, right? There is no way. This is a wild move going in on this low HP. Another strike into the dagger on Fatal. Fatal is dropping. Arrow will stun Kubrick. Fatal will get blinked upon by Sui, but can there be vengeance? Sonagod has arrived. It's a massive kill streak going to Sonagod. Actually, that's only a 4-kill streak, but it's still a lot of gold to go to the sniper. Big death on Sui, but there is still one more big bounty to claim, and that is the big man, the fat man in the top lane. But meanwhile, it's bot lane when the dive occurs. The Doom has been used on Hobbs. Filski and Cello are diving, but in comes Black Frath. Has Sensor Gaze, uses it on Filski. He'll now shield up to run down the Doom. Charge comes through by Kubrick. It will stun Filski, and Filski eventually will die, barring a miracle. And the miracle will not arrive, but vengeance certainly will arrive. Lich is already dead. The roll continues. Diving for Hobbs. Hobbs will sidestep, dodging the roll. TP in by Sui as well. Looks towards Cello. Moonlight has been activated. Sui will Sonic Wave to finish the kill. The last hit was sufficient. One more kill for Queen of Pain. His 5th kill of the game. He blinks in for one more. He wants Pangolier in the 1v3. Ka will leap in, looking towards Sui. Sui has no blink for 5 more seconds. Assassin's on the way, but in comes your charge by Kubrick. He now cancels it. Queen of Pain lives. Sniper lives. Pangolier lives. Swashbuckle in. But I believe the fight is over. It's been a real feisty game so far. There's been 21 kills in 13 minutes, a bit over 1.5 kills per minute. Yeah, feisty is the right word. I wouldn't call it an absolute brawl fest, but it's definitely been a little bit feisty. Our good friend, the bottom T1 tower, is about to die, by the way. It is already about half HP, and there are a certain lack of defenders. Radiant, who already grabbed the mid T1, and of course that top T1 as well, are content to let their own T1 safe lane die. And they will let it die to go for a kill attempt top lane on Filski, but Filski blinks away in time. Kubrick dives the tower. Perhaps a bit too overambitious on the tower dive. Arrow comes in the trees, but Kubrick steps to the south. Fatal is rolling, looking towards Hobbs and Kubrick, the former teammates, both running together. The roll will stun Hobbs. In comes Black Frath. It will chain frost, but it will not bounce. Filski and Hobbs are both injured, but fine. Sonagod has arrived. And we'll get the assassinate kill on Hobbs from long range. And a lot of these sniper players, they do not skill the ulti, but Sonagod says, you know what? I want the long-range, lethal potential. And there's already been multiple assassinate kills in this game. Just the long-range marksman stuff. Kubrick continues the charging action all the way under that tier 2 tower, and he might get punished. Filski blinks in with that Centaur Stomp, but it's a hook away by yes, sir. Kubrick is still very low, about 1/4 HP. He'll attempt to run away, but the Scorched Earth damage will do the job. That is a kill for Filski. And Ka and Sonagod are smoked up. They want to get one more kill, perhaps. If they move bottom, they will run into Sui's Queen of Pain. There is a Blink Doom if Filski wants to use it. But instead, Dire put their eyes on the prize middle lane, that middle T1 tower, and the accompanying Pudge. They have Pudge under Ward Vision. Is a big kill if they get it. Flesh Heap was used in time. Pudge is 1/3 HP. He's trying to fight, but he cannot fight. He will die. Peeped by Sharpshooter. The counter kill comes in from Sui, who will Sonic Wave down Cello. But in comes Filski, dooming Queen of Pain. The roll comes through as well. Sniper is hitting and slapping and killing Sui. Black Rat's a fall. Already 3 kills for Team Poland. And that's a massive team fight win. That is the biggest kill on the map, the Pudge, who gives up his 6-kill streak and one more kill on a very farmed Queen of Pain, and just like that, your net worth lead goes to Team Poland. And this is what you expect. This is what you expect from Team Poland. Some really elite, early, post-laning phase play. I expected better lanes from them, but again, you have a number of players here who excel in that post-laning phase situation. We've seen some really good fights, a couple of overzealous dives as well, but these last 2 major fights have been very smart fights. Not quite sure who's calling the shots there, but whoever's calling the shots is making the correct calls. Teams like Bouche want to keep it going. There is smoke gank potential. Both supports have a smoke. Maybe it's smoke and run to top to rendezvous with Hobbs on the Visage. For now, Cello's going on in, has a Stormbolt, looks towards Blackfrath. In comes Kubrick, Gaze comes in on Filski. The Chain Frost will bounce, but it's only Blackfrath dead. The Chain Frost may kill Filski. Correction, it will not, but the follow-up damage will kill him. So 1-for-1 so far. Cello will TP away. It's canceled by Dismember, but the roll is still going. Pudge is low. He's incredibly low. He'll hook him, but he'll die after he kills Cello Mellow. Fatal will die to Kubrick's right click, so it's currently a 2-for-3 in favor of the side of my Bouche. Hobbs is low HP, has familiar stuns on Ka and Sonagod. Sui blinks in, and cannot find a kill on Sniper or Marana. So again, a relatively productive team fight for Ma Bouche. That is a 600 gold swing in their favor. But overall, a relatively inconsequential team fight. But it could be... never mind, this is not going to be a kill top lane unless it's a perfect chain stun. Wait, maybe it is. Sinister Gaze? Never mind, no familiar stuns are there in time. But now they'll come in. One familiar... Wait. Okay, there were no familiar stuns there from Mops. Thought he might use some, but instead there were none used. So Ka gets away. It's a brilliant arrow, actually. Both familiars of the Visage will die to Sonagod. Meanwhile, bottom lane, seems like Filski may be going for some crazy and wild stuff. He'll doom Queen of Pain, but Kubrick is backing him up. Queen of Pain's half HP. Filski is now on the run, looking for a blink away. Meanwhile, top lane, it's Lich who actually dies. Back to bottom lane, we see Filski in the trees. I think hunting for Queen of Pain, who is currently in different trees. Now the doom has ended. Sui blinks in for Filski. Sonic Wave knocks him back, and Airstrike will finish the job. So, across the map, that is a 1-for-1, a Lich for Doom trade, though, in two entirely different fights. At literal polar opposite ends of the map. Alright, let's look at the Wraith Pack status. Wraith Pack status, Visage has one. Dire do not. Dire are not even building one currently, so... Wait a minute, Sui could be in danger. Stormbolt into the arrow. And the Assassinate from long range by Sonagod. Gets another kill on Queen of Pain. Again, good coordinated team play. I don't even think that ward... Yeah, that ward doesn't even spot it out, I don't think. So they just kind of ran in there like, hey... Look at a free kill. Meanwhile, speaking of free kills, middle lane, blink in by Filski, joined by Fatal, and the arrow from Cub will bring down Lich. So it's already 2 kills, and it could be a third one. Hobbs is man-fighting with nobody. Soul Assumption was used. Correction, the Grave Chill was used. Just to run away in that case. We're seeing Ping stomp lane, Pudge. Could be the next target, but Pudge is also playing Pudge, so... A very hard kill to get. Dire instead into the Roshan pit. Sonic has a double damage rune. He's hitting the Roshan right now. Radiant should have a decent idea what's going on right now. Filski leaves the pit. Charge comes through by Kubrick. Over to Ka. Filski blinks in for Blackfrath. Blackfrath remains alive. Hook is missed. Fatal is rolling. The fight is chaos. Arrow will somehow miss on everyone in that fight. The roll continues. It stuns Hobbs. Hobbs is disarmed. Sonagod hits the Visage for the kill there, and that's already 1 kill for the side of Team Poland. They had for a second, but Pudge blinks away in time. Now, they could return to Roshan, but Radiant have 2 heroes that are smoked. Lich and Queen of Pain. Charge comes through by Kubrick. Over to Sonagod. It'll stun on 3 different heroes. Queen of Pain blinks in for Ka. Ka will leap away. Chain Frost comes through. Blackfrath is low. Sonic Wave hits on 4 heroes. It's already a 1-for-1 trade. Sonagod, however, has died on the north side. Chased down by Pudge and Spirit Breaker, and Filski will get kited around and brought down as well. So that's currently a 3-for-2 in favor of Ma Bouche, and it's time to scatter. However, there is one problem for Ma Bouche. Roshan's actually still somewhat healthy, but if there's a will, there's a way. There's 2 cores and a Spirit Breaker in the pits. They want to finish Roshan. It's under half HP. Dire have scanned. They're well aware of what's going on right now, and it seems like it will be first Roshan of the game going to Ma Bouche. And that will be immortality to yes sir on the Pudge. It's a very ambitious charge by Kubrick, and he might die for it. Arrow will hit, but the sharpshooter will, correction, the assassinate will not get the kill. Jesus, I'm sloppy on some ability names tonight. My apologies, but it is no kill nonetheless. 2 points in that assassinate, but not quite enough damage there. If we are looking at key item pickups, Lincoln Sphere is finished on the Queen of Pain. We just saw the Shadow Blade used on Kubrick's Spirit Breaker as well. Hobbs is headed into a drum into what I'm assuming is a Boots of Bearing. Lich is poor. Pudge remains the most farmed hero of the game. Has Aghanim Scepter, Blink Dagger, BKB, and is headed into a Kaya Sange. And certainly should benefit to have that extra status resistance this game into heroes like Pangolier and Doom. Looking over at these dire heroes, Ka has a Vessel and is headed into a Yule Scepter. I can see it, I can see it. Sniper, the most farmed dire hero, has a Hurricane Pike. And that's going to be a very important BKB for Sonagod. He's very close to it there on the Sniper. Over to Fatal. He has a Diffusal Blade, and is that a Blink in the Courier right now? That is a Blink on the Courier right now. So Blink, Shard, Diffusal Blade. Your core Pangolier item set will be finished. If we're looking at Filski, he's close to his BKB. Correction, his BKB is literally on the Courier, so big pickups there. Blink Pangolier, BKB Doombringer, BKB Sniper. So if you're Team Poland, you're probably thinking, hey, it's fight time. The only one key problem there is his Pudge hero still has immortality for about two and 2/3 minutes, so still plenty of time for Pudge to man fight, but there are 4 heroes that are far less immortal than Pudge right now. What is Kubrick up to? He is charging in towards the Sonagod, correction, a range creep. Thought he was charging Sniper for a little bit, but went for the much safer range creep option. Team Poland smoke as 4. It's Ka, Sonagod, Cello, and Filski through the river, up the mid lane. They will run into Sui, who blinks on already! Sui will get punished immediately! Queen of Pain is already dead! Chainfrost is bouncing! Radiant want vengeance, yes sir! With this member Sniper, Kubrick charges in, Sonagod is dead, now a 1-for-1. Black Wrath will be the 3rd death of the fight, Hook comes in on Ka. Ka will attempt to leap away, but it's a blink in by yes sir, now a 2-for-2 trade. And that will be how our fight ends. A 2-for-2. Both teams lose 1 core and 1 support. But if you are Team Poland, you are not happy with that team fight loss because this T2 tower, middle lane, is about to perish. It's one of those things, you look at the fight recap and you think, oh, it's not too bad. Dire technically won out on gold there, but it's not just about the fight in Dota sometimes, it's also about the post-fight consequences. And that T2 tower dying is very huge. I mean, look at this map situation from the side of Team Poland. No Tier 2 tower, no outpost, no Tier 2 tower, no ward coverage at all currently, so this entire, dire side jungle is a no-go zone right now. It is not safe to go in there unless you're going as a team, and if you're doing that, you're playing under Radiant Vision. There's a bit of an off-ward here. It has not been spotted out quite yet, but looking to Radiant Vision, they're well aware, like, hey, 3 heroes are showing on our ward. We know where they are. We can play elsewhere, and again, it's split map play going on. Sui in the bottom lane. We saw Black Wrath towards the middle lane. Yes, sir, towards the ancient top lane sort of area. So there's a lot of split farm potential when you know where the entire enemy team is. And again, this ward is spotting out so much. The bottom T1 tower at long last has died. This dire T1 tower is usually one of the last tier 1s in the game to die. If it's not that one, it'll be the Radiant side top T1. The fight continues top lane. Blink Dismember is used on Fatal as charge comes through. Fatal is going to die. Pudge is man fighting. Stormbolt hits on 2 from Cello. Yes, sir, actually is dead. The immortality was lost. I believe it just expired. It expired 5 seconds ago. Oh no! And Pudge desperately wanted to use his immortality. He says, you know what? If I don't use it, I'm gonna lose it. But when he was using it, he lost it mid-fight. And that right there is not what you're looking for at all. Big death on Pudge. 2 for 1 in favor of the side of Team Poland, and they get that T1 tower as well. All the Tier 1 towers are now dead. That is quite unfortunate in terms of expiry time. It seems like Team Poland knew it. They were ready. They were waiting it out, saying, you know what, it's a perfect time to bait our Pangolier, and it paid off handsomely. With that fight occurring, though, we may be in for a bit of a lull. There are some key cooldowns to be used if either team wants to force the issue. Notably, Team Poland can roll the dice by, say, running on in, using Doom, using the roll, but other than that, there's not too many great teamfight starters. Though Filski, the one great teamfight starter currently that's not called Pangolier, is willing to go on in. Radiant are smoked as 4. Everyone but Kubrick is smoked up. Pudge has popped his smoke. Fatal shows mid lane. But Radiant lack the heroes to punish him, so they'll easily walk on away to south once again. I mentioned Wraithbacks, and now Dire we're not building one. Well, there is somebody building one. His name is Cello Mello. He is the 5 support. He is very poor, but eventually, at some point, he will have a Wraithback. He's still about 600 gold away, but you know, it's better late than never, and that is some some Sven support gameplay for you right there. It is split time. Radiant play the Dire jungle, Dire play the Radiant jungle. Both teams know what is important. It is this currently empty pit in the river, the Roshan pit. Wait a minute, Yules on Kubrick from Ka. Kubrick is invisible. Fatal is rolling around, and he will now roll back. So nice little handy save there from Yes Sir, and that little skirmish returned to no kills in either direction. Alright, when will wait, there's a team fight breaking out right now. Charge comes through by Kubrick. And she will get canceled with a Stormbolt from Cello. Filski goes in, looking towards Swee. Swee and Filski both BKB. Kubrick is very low. Swee blinks in. Kubrick with the first death of the fight. But Filski is gazed in by Blackfrath. It's currently a 1-for-1. Arrow comes in. It's perfect from Ka into a 2-man Stormbolt. Filski buys back. Team Poland want to force this team fight. And it's time to retreat for the side of Bouche. But they see Fatal. Fatal will swashbuckle on the high ground. Swede blinks in, looking for Pangolier. Pangolier rolls up, rolls around, and wants to escape. And Swede will blink away the arrow. This time it will miss. Blackfrath puts up the Ice Spire and walks away, so I'm going to call that a win for the side of Bouche. They trade 1-for-1 and force out a core buyback. And get away cleanly post-buyback. I was going to look at the Roshan respawn time right before the team fight, but turned out to be a somewhat middle-of-the-road time, about a minute and a half, so about even possible time. Mid lane, Blink, Sheba Dismember on Cello Mello is cancelled by the Yules from Ka. Cello is still incredibly low, gazed in by Blackfrath. Sonagod turns on him with the right clicks. Blackfrath is dead. It's a 1-for-1 trade with the kill going to Blackfrath's Lich. However, Filski plays in for Kubrick. Kubrick is half HP. Its Fatal rolls around. Arrow will fly. It will again split the wickets. Radiant play a high ground. And it seems like they'll be fine to do so. They're still waiting for Roshan, who just respawned. Neither team knows Roshan is alive quite yet, but both should be aware that he could be alive. Wouldn't be too shocked if Radiant play this high ground, Dire play this high ground here, and it's a bit of a standoff until somebody breaks that stalemate. That main objective, of course, will be that second Roshan of the game. The Aegis and the Shard are the spoils, a very big pickup. I seem to mention it every other cast, but I'll mention it again. I mean, if you listen to these pro analysts and these pro players talk, they put a lot of emphasis on that second Roshan of the game for a good reason. It is often what you need to put your team over the top in terms of getting a high ground siege to end the game. Or alternatively, if you're playing from behind, it could be what you need to make a big comeback. I'm sure both Team Poland and Ma Bouche would love, nay, they would kill for that second Roshan bounty. And perhaps we will see it. Dire Smoke as 5 looking for kills. They look mid lane. Doom on yes sir. Yes sir's half HP arrow will miss, but Dire pursue. Roll hits on Hobbs as well. So it's already one death and it could be more under this tier 2 tower. Hobbs again is being chain stunned. Sonagod blinks in. He gets another double damage rune somehow. He's still man fighting. Charging by Kubrick. Stormbolt the fall. Chainfrost is bouncing. Looking for kills, but nobody's dead right now. Filski's half HP. TP away. Sonic Wave comes in to cancel his life, and now it's a 1-for-1 trade. Ka is forced to leap away. He's now out of leap charges. Kubrick will charge on in. The gem gets past the fatal. Mid-fight. Radiant. Move towards Pangolier, but Sonagod again is blinking in to bring down Spearbreaker. Sweet blinks in as well. He'll BKB, looking to fight. Sonagod, Hurricane bikes away. Hobbs is chasing. Sweet is chasing. Lara blink in. Sniper is dead. Triple kill for Queen of Pain. Shello will TP away just in time. Overall there, team fight win for Ma Bouche, but notably, big heads-up play for Ka in the middle of that team fight. He had the gem Morana. He recognized he was about to die. He passed the gem to his brother, Fatalness. And Fatalness is scored the gem away from the fight. Regardless, it is certainly a team fight loss for Team Poland, a team fight win for Ma Bouche. And from that team fight win, right outside the Roshan pit, it will be immediately parlayed into a Roshan take. It is Roshan number 2 of the game in Pudge. Actually can grab the Aegis if he wants it. He is alive. I'm guessing Shard to Queen of Pain, Aegis to Pudge, if I had to guess. And I will be correct. Shard is already consumed by Queen of Pain. It will be 2 lives to Pudge. Big pickup there for Ma Bouche. And their odds have immediately gotten a lot better from that one right there. As it currently stands, 87% win chance, according to Dota Plus AI. I don't think I would give that high of an odds to them, but I certainly would give them... Oh, good Yules from Ka, canceling the charge of Kubrick into the arrow, into the sniper right clicks. The kill goes to Sonagod. Nice play there from Ka. That's part of the reason why the Yules comes in handy. Nice little leap Yules combo to cancel a play just like that from Kubrick. And he has been certainly a little bit annoying during this game on Spirit Breaker, so every kill not only is a gold victory, but it's also a morale victory. Still have plenty of time on the E, just about 4 minutes. We are waiting on in for some big plays. I'm hoping that we get a call to, run it down a lane and force an engagement. Wouldn't be too shocked if Ma Bouche play it carefully, though. There have been a number of games recently where Ma Bouche were in the winning position and then lost. Notably, their recent series against Sausage Kittens comes to mind. They were playing from a winning game state, and then they threw one team fight going high ground, and from that point forward, the friend of the channel, Salacious Sea Lion 62, was just too big to fail from that team fight gold win, so that is, of course, one concern. I'm sure that's in the mind of Ma Bouche. They're currently 3-7, but this is a team that easily could be, 5-5, 6-4, maybe even 7-3 if they didn't throw away the leads they had, so I'm sure they know it's time to keep it cool, keep it calm, keep it collected, and they're playing smart macro Dota. However, Team Poland looked for a punish top lane, tried to go on Kubrick and Hobbs, could not find the right opening, but will claim Familiars. That is plus 200 gold, and of course Familiars are on cooldown for actually 84 more seconds. So that's a pretty decent time for the downtime there, but For now, we are chilling once again. Seems like after the top and mid waves have been brought in, we have Bouche bringing in the bottom lane. However, Team Poland smoke as fine. They look towards Kubrick. It's already one free kill on Spirit Breaker. Dust has been used. Hook has been missed on an ally and an enemy, but Kubrick will die to the assassinate from long range by Sonagod. It's actually beyond the cast range, but the projectile was traveling during the charge, so... interesting stuff there. Regardless, that was the free kill that was promised. Ended up being a little bit sloppier than I would have expected, but it is a free kill nonetheless. Seems like Bouche still want to go in that bottom tier 2 tower. It is injured, though not dead, though it will be dead. Correction, it is dead. Was looking for some wordplay on that one, but ended up falling short. But currently, Bouche are not falling short on capitalizing on their second Aegis. It's already one tower, and actually, they might only get a tier 2 tower. If they only get a tier 2 tower out of that second Aegis, that's actually quite disappointing. I guess they got the top T3 as well with the familiars, but it's only a tier 3 tower. That's not that much. They will get some good wards up, but those are wards that Team Poland are perfectly capable of demolishing. And wait, oh. Radiant are aware of this ward here. It is a lane ward placed by Cello Mello. And the creep should kill it after this range creep dies. Unless Fatal can just save the ward. Fatal to save the ward. So Radiant are aware of the ward here. Dire, I don't think they know that the Radiant knows a ward there. Blackfrath is going in. He wants the gold. He knows the Sentry Ward's dead. The Sentry Ward is dead. Blackfrath wants this gold. He has money signs in his eyes. He will claim the 257 gold Observer Ward bounty. Though Dire also get a D ward at the Dire side Tri-Camp during that. Middle lane, there are some heroes nearby. We could see a fight break out potentially, but neither team wants to break the stalemates. Everyone's fine with the standoff. If you are keeping track of the Aegis on Yes Sir's Pudge, it has expired. Though this time it expired at a more convenient location. Kubrick charges in, finds Cello Mello. Cello Mello tried a Psychic Headband, but this death should be an easy one for the Radiant to claim. They will claim it. The kill goes to Queen of Pain. That is Queen of Pain's 12th kill of the game. Sui had a pretty hot start to the game. He's cooled down a bit, but he remains quite farmed and so quite active in this... Wait, he's at 1 in net worth. Huh. So he's been quiet, and that's why he's been farming up a literal storm. Last time I actually looked at the net worth chart on my screen, I was like, oh, it's like, you know, it's Pudge Sniper, you know? And sure, Sui did get a free Aghanim Shard from Roshan, but he's a solid 3k ahead of Pudge, a solid 4k ahead of Sniper. I mean, he's 10k ahead of his fellow mid laner, Pangolier, so that's why he's been doomed. So no matter how much gold he has, it's not going to stop him from being chain stunned and brought down. And just like that, that's a very big kill for Team Poland. That's the power of the Doom sometimes, is you have Doom and you have a friend of yours with Lincoln's Breaker, and you can just Doom the Queen of Pain anyways. He's itemized to not die. He has BKB, he has Lincoln's, and it's still not enough. Unfortunate death there for Sui. Just Alright, the gem is going to now go to Kubrick. Yep, it will go to Kubrick. Was watching that interaction between the courier and the Spirit Breaker, wondering what exactly is going on, and that's our answer. The gem is being passed over. Well, we have some action beginning to occur at the edge of this dire jungle. Charge comes in from Kubrick towards Ka, Hobbs. is on the way. Charge has been finished. There's a Blinken looking for Visage. Visage is still stunned. Hobbs looks to turn. Jane Frost is bouncing around. Sonnegat is hitting. Hobbs is still in a lot of danger. Fatal looks towards Kubrick as well. Dire split their attention. Nobody's dead yet. Hobbs is now dead, but in comes Yes Sir. Swee is now respawning. Sinister Gates hits on Fatal. Fatal will finally finish that kill. Meanwhile, Yes Sir brings down Filski. Currently a 2-for-1. Ka dies to the rot. Now a 2-for-2. Swee TP's in towards Fatal. Fatal will get silenced, and he will drop the gem. Radiance. They now see the gem. Kubrick's picking it out. And, okay, Spearbreaker will not grab it. Seems, wait. Maybe he will. Okay, I thought for a second Queen of Pain might grab, but it will go to the Spearbreaker, who now has 2 gems. 1 gem from his team, 1 gem from the other team. Good old backup gem. We are seeing some more action in the Dire Tri-Camp. Swee blinks in for a solo kill on Cello Mellow. I think technically Kubrick got assist goal because he charged, but he didn't really do anything. Now Swee blinks high ground, looking towards Sonnegat, forcing out a BKB. Swee again blinks away, so it's BKB forced out. Kubrick charges in. Sonnegat's BKB is now ending. Kubrick will another strike. Swee is on the way, so is Yes Sir. They're diving all the way under this tier 4 tower area. Fatal has bought back, but it's just too late. Fatal will have to run to his fountain. And just like that, a teamfight win has been dragged in to a major sniper pickoff, into a major building siege. The top melee racks are dead. Filski blinks in BKBs, looks for a kill on Yes Sir. He can doom and he will doom. Sonnegat buys back. Dire look to focus down the Pudge, who's still half HP. Sonnegat blinks in, looking towards Lich. Lich is already dead. Kubrick is invis, looking to run, but Dire see him. Kubrick, the detection, has it ended? The detection, okay, it's still on the floor, but they cannot chase it out high ground. Meanwhile, at the bottom barracks, range racks have been taken by Queen of Pain. Swee will attempt to get away, and with that low cooldown blink, Team Poland cannot kill him. Filski is nearby, but hook from long range brings him into Yes Sir. Yes Sir will dismember. In comes Hobbs. Down goes Filski. And suddenly, you give Bouche an inch, and they will take a mile. They have taken about half of this Team Poland base. There's already melee racks missing top, range racks missing bottom, and there could be more racks taken right here, right now. Melees again are under attack. Swee has a double damage rune. Arrow will fly, and it will miss. Melees now go down, so one asset of racks. And there's another Blink Dismember there on Fatal. Fatal is already dead, and that's a dieback on the Pangolier. Pangolier cannot return. Charge in, looks towards Sonnegat. Sonnegat has no buyback either. Nair Strike will stun. Is there follow-up? Blinking by Swee. He'll BKB. He's hitting. Sniper is dropping. Hook to miss. Kubrick is low. He'll charge away, but Filski's man fighting. His BKB is ending soon. Stormbolt, it's on 2. Pudge is dropping. Can he heal up? The assassinate from long range, not even needed, but a trade is there from Filski. And now Ka is half HP, running away, blinking by Swee. Sonic Wave hits on 2. Sonnegat, the target, the charge through, at the dieback on Sniper. He's dead for 2 minutes. And there are no G's in the chat, and there's your G's in the chat. GG, well played, says Ka. And that'll be a Game 1 victory for Bouche, upsetting Team Poland in Game 1. And a good win for Bouche. I mean, if we're looking at the playoff picture, it is time to start getting wins. And just like that, that is 1 win. And it's looking real good. I mean, at this point, they're now 4-7. And it's looking like they will make it at least to a top 8 seed. And that's good. That is what you want to see. You want to see this top 8 seed. You want to make the playoffs. And at this point, I mean, if they really win out, there's a chance they can go top 4 still. get into the winner's bracket. For Team Poland, meanwhile, that's a loss I'm sure you're not too happy with. The expectations remain high. And at this point, they're now one loss away from having a 500 record. And I'm sure not what they wanted. Not at all. We'll see, we'll see. I am going to cut to a break. I will see you all back in about 2 minutes. I'm going to grab some water, going to go to the bathroom, and I will see you all again soon for Game 2 of Team Poland taking on Bouche.
Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Greetings and salutations, Dota fans. It is by Badger back for some more League of Lads Season 11 action. Part 2 of 2 for a group stage series between Bouche and Team Poland. Bouche, they won game 1. They did it on top of a lot of momentum. They won 2 lanes extremely well, and while it wasn't the cleanest journey from winning those 2 lanes to winning the game, they ultimately pulled it out in the very end. For Team Poland, there were signs of life, but overall, relatively rough loss for a team of that expectation. I'm gonna go put the team records back on screen again. Oh, yep, there's one. And there's the other. Yay. With that loss, Team Poland fall to 5-4. Bouche rise to 4-7. First phase bans Marcy, Tusk, Lena, and Leshrac. The 5 pick will be an Earthshaker. Certainly the Ka hero. And obviously Ka is a big ES enjoyer. Of the 3 different heroes whose initials are ES, this is his second best one. First Spirit would be his number 1 hero for obvious reasons, but then Shaker might just be his second best hero. Ember would be the third among the ES initialized heroes. But the response will be Undying. And Tiny. So if you're a fan of melee strength heroes, then you are in the right spots. That is not a melee strength hero. That is Venomancer. That is a Filski classic. A certified Filski classic. So much so, I'm going to sit up in my chair for the draft. No more reclining. We're back in position again. Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, Venom's pretty good into Tiny, pretty good into Undying. I like the pick. I was mentioning it even during the draft last game, like, hey, maybe these guys should grab Undying. Maybe they should grab already over? Okay, I'm just gonna call them again. Hey, welcome on. We am now once again being rejoined by the two twins extraordinaire, former League of Legends pro Andy Bendy and former DPC pro Jim. How are you two doing again?
Drugs. We're doing big drugs.
Yeah, fucking, we're popping pillies, bro.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Just playing pubs with DK
Guys,
and
just
Munch.
screen share.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Because we're behind you on the thing.
I realized that.
By the way,
now.
big upset by Hobbs team. Congrats to them.
What do you mean upset? I had them winning this one.
Also,
I put like 100 on them.
Really good Venomancer pick here. Really good Venomancer pick.
And Filski's got a dirty Venom as well, so good selection in my opinion for sure.
Oh, this is a really good Venomancer pick. At least on the bright side, they could at least
know the lanes. Like they already know what's going to be in their safe lane.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna have like the lane will go out really well for Veno, but at least the core picks on Radiant won't like be like destroyed.
Yeah, I mean
I
Venno
know.
can just be so annoying by just like putting down Wraith. Like even when you pick good cores against Venno, he can still be annoying. So
Yeah, I mean, I love Venom, so I'm a big fan of this.
yep.
I'm a big fan.
No, I huff his toxic
Radiant team
toxic
back.
fumes all the time, bro. Um, bans. Oh, they banned the QoP. The QoP. They had some issues with the QoP last game, starting from laning phases. So that's probably a good idea.
10 seconds remaining.
What are some good picks for Radiant here, Andy?
Good picks for Radiant. They need well, I guess Tiny has stuns. I don't know if they need stuns. Gotta think on this one.
What's a strong core they could pick?
I mean, Drow could do really well in the Venomancer, right?
Yeah, I mean you don't want to pick. They have 18. Like I'm thinking what they want at 15.
15.
They have a double melee support duo. They could go like a ranged offlaner as well.
Yeah, I don't know which one they'd want.
Radiant team pick.
I don't know either.
Death Prophet, maybe?
They could play Visage again, honestly. It's fine. Like it's
Yeah.
like the Visage get buys Wraith Pact and pushes towers and is annoying. So I mean,
DB Visage seemed good to me. What else? What's some other ranged
10
options?
those are both Hobbs
seconds
heroes too.
Yeah.
I could see the D. I feel the DP tiny
Oh,
lane is coming in.
well, is Earthshaker actually good in the Broodmother?
No, not. I mean, sort
Yeah,
of.
it's like kind of like fake good, right? Because you need to blink echo. Like,
I mean, you
need
just
to-
need Blink to actually be able to set up on him. But once you have it, you're good at like finding him and like setting up for your team.
Because Brood, I mean, it's only Venomancer does anything against Brood. So
I think Brood will be kind of awkward with their current heroes though.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Not horror. I mean, they could pick it.
Oh,
I
Bat Rider. And that's a
Oh,
ranged hero, kind
I don't.
of.
Do they actually flex it? If they flex bat, I think they should probably pick a hero. But they actually
I don't know.
they didn't really ban anything that protects bat
Wait, are
rider.
they gonna lose all their reserve time?
Pick.
They have 14 seconds reserve time.
Morphling. Okay.
Do I like? I mean, it kind of looks okay. Because I mean, Undying could like 1v1 the Earthshaker, and then Morphling. I don't know. It has a lot easy denies, I guess.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Oh, AA.
I
What do you
mean, so
think of-
far they need a lot more control for AA. But honestly, it's a really high value AA game. You're against Undying. You're against Morph. So
So if you see,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
they
if
don't
I
really
wanted
have
to
the
pick AA
stuns for it right
after
now
that.
though. Like right now they have like Earthshaker set up for it, and that's all. I think
Alright, what
they
are-
should pick a jumping mid here.
Seconds remaining.
Storm, Void, Dragon Knight. Storm, Void, Dragon Knight. What else? Pango's banned. They could put Tiny mid. Oh no, that's the other team. Whoops. Jumping mid. Puck. Oh, they could pick Puck.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
mean, the latest
Puck
kind
isn't
of
really,
Tiny.
really the exact type of stun you want in this scenario. Like,
Well,
I think you definitely want a. I think Storm Spirit would probably be like Storm Spirit AA is like probably one of it's probably the best like.
all right, let's say they
duo.
don't pick Storm, right? What hero would you be like asking your mid to play here? If they could play
Oh,
it?
Batrider actually looks really good here for Dire as well. Batrider looks good.
Oh, yeah, Bat Rider does look good. Sure.
Quap is banned as well, so like
I,
the
mean, I like
hardest lane
Morphling into
matchup.
Bat Rider, but the rest of it are like.
I mean,
Undi-
Radiant team
that's fair.
Undying is kind of useless.
Not Void Spirit, but you know.
I mean, it's close, kind of.
yeah.
Dire
I wonder if he should go Yule's build to set up on the morph. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
Or-
That'd be cool.
This is a good Batrider pick too.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of like for example, PL is already banned. Life Stealer is already banned. A lot of the anti-bat carries are already banned. So
His
what's left?
BKB, BKB first item's been really good.
remaining.
I wonder if they're going to ban to set it up for offlane. I mean, they have the 24th pick, so they can hold the flex the whole time. But I wonder
Yeah.
if they ban for.
No, I
the
think they should
Batrider.
ban to set it up because AA does nothing to it in lane.
So
They
what?
should-
Naga.
Probably Naga
what-
Slark, right?
Yeah.
Naga Slark.
Yep. I mean, PL's already banned. Life Stealer's already banned. Yep. Thank you for the input, Badger. We missed your hot voice.
Thank you for welcoming me back. Actually,
Drugs.
just grab some water there. I grabbed water mid break, drank like 24 ounces of water, and I needed more water again. So I grabbed
Cat
even more
one,
water.
please relax. It's alright. Um.
Radiant team ban.
Do.
I really want to see the ban.
Okay, so
So
they
good.
think it's mid bat. By the way, they think it's mid bat on Dire. They banned Tidehunter, so
I mean, isn't Voice Spirit one of the? He doesn't.
Team ban.
I don't know actually. Scratch that. I think Faces Void is a good band still. Actually, maybe they should have picked Faces Void on Team Poland.
actually, yeah, Faces of Void looks really good.
Yeah.
I mean, you have you have AA Blast to put into Chrono, so actually it'll always
So
be good.
it makes it like actually good against more.
You know, because your other heroes do suck at putting damage into Chrono, but
I mean, but you could just like because normally if you get Chrono to hit Morphling, it's not that bad as long as you're shifted. But like that is
yeah.
like yeah. Will you actually die faster if you're shifting up?
I think Sonic God plays face. Oh, it's okay. It was banned. I see. Yeah, you die faster. You die faster because you're not actually gaining HP, but your max HP is getting higher.
Yeah.
It's the same with Armlet because you can't gain HP, but like your max HP goes up.
Dire team pick. Radiant team.
Underlord, man.
You know, we mentioned how Naga probably should be banned.
I mean,
It was
they
not
can
banned.
still put Batrider mid, so
Yeah.
I don't think this is like the worst thing.
Thing
I
is,
think their bans are-
Hobbs is a noted bat spammer, and I looked up Sui's Dota buff. A very little bat player, so not much.
I
bat
I mean,
player.
I mean, Naga is not as bad as the other
5 seconds. remaining.
illusion heroes for Batrider. So there's that.
Yeah, I think
Because
it's
her Q is on a longer cooldown, and for her
they're
dispel
pretty
is
fragile.
yeah. It's the least bad because like Slark, for example, like 5-6 second dispel, PL like level 114 second, 18 seconds, something like that, and then you can scale it down.
They
I
did
mean, it's
put-
the least bad dispel illusion type deal. So there's that.
Do you think it would have been better if they? I don't know. I mean, if they can't flex the bat, do you still think it was a good pick on 18? I mean, it's
Yeah.
still it still is a good bat game.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Still is a good bat.
I like this Radiant draft. I don't know. I think this Morphling hero is. I know it's countered pretty hard, but I just think Morphling's such a good hero right now.
I love Morphling. I'm rooting for Morphling. I'm rooting for Radiant or Dire. I'm rooting for Morphling.
You just buy an Aghanim Scepter and then you win Dota 2, right?
Plus, they have some pretty nice cosmetics on Radiant. I mean, Dire does too. Fuck, both teams have really good cosmetics. Everyone's got cracked cosmetics. I don't know what to say.
Is that how we're going to judge this? Who has the better cosmetics?
Yeah.
All right, then.
I mean, I think Dire has 2 out of... Well... I don't know. I don't even know if Naga Siren wins lane against... Because, like, Naga Siren A sounds like a really bad duo in the laning phase.
Into Bat Tiny as well. That's got to be a win for Bat Tiny, right?
I would imagine yes. I don't actually play Naga or Batrider, but it sounds like it'd be good for...
Yeah, I mean, AA just doesn't really do much in this lane, and they can kind of kill. I think it's probably a skill based lane, but I would say that like Tiny Bat probably should win, just because like AA won't do anything on this lane. Actually, I don't know if Naga skills like early net, like you could probably kill him. I don't know actually.
Yeah, Bat is kind of fragile.
I played against a Naga the other day that like skilled net at like level fucking like 2 or something with like not AA but the same type of hero, and like I was like, oh shit. Yep.
Big pump.
All right. Any final words to say to the people before I leave you two?
I love Twitch chat. You guys are all really cool. I love all the players in this game. Do more drugs.
Yep. Also, I'm rooting for Morphling.
That first point, Hobbs already skilled the napalm. I think it's first blood right here. Yeah, it's already a 5v1, it's a 3-man decay from Blackfrath, but it will not matter. First blood will go to Team Poland's very own Filsky. Have a good night, you two. Oh, they already left. They already left me. It's okay. It's okay, I tell myself. We see Sonic got very happy. Very happy about feeling good. Feeling real good to be this good. The good old Peter Dager quotes. Well, the fighting continues, it appears. Filski's on the way, has Gale skilled, but does not want to run on in versus this Undying Storm situation. However, wait, that's a denied bounty rune. Kubrick wanted to grab it, Shell denied it, so it's 2 bounty runes to the side of Bouche, 1 to the side of Team Poland, and 1 to the Aether, to the Void, to be unclaimed. No gold going anywhere. R.I.P. gold. It's definitely a skill matchup mid lane, Storm Void Spirits. Bottom lane, I mean, it's Morphling Veno. I don't expect too much in this lane. It's probably top lane where the fun's going to be. It's Batrider Tiny taking on Naga AA lane. And Sonagod has skilled the Mirror Image first, so he's ready to purge off Hobbs's Napalm, the plural. Is there a single bigger enthusiast of Enchanted Mango in this league than Blackfrath? I don't think so. I think might be the single biggest mango buyer in the league. And I feel like in every game I've watched, he's bought an average of like 5 mangoes per game. It's actually, again, he was a mango buying heroes, but still, it's a big mango enjoyer. Gale hits again, bottom lane, Fissure's there onto Yes Sir, will walk away, but he is quite injured. He'll now man up to deny a range creep. Blackfrath will decay on 2. Though Cod and Filski are slowing him down, Gale's up in 7. But it seems like nobody is dead quite yet. Though the dive could continue, Fissure is up again for Ka. Fissure will be there on nobody yet. He's still holding it patiently. He'll now Fissure on Blackfrath. Blackfrath remains alive. Fun times are had by all right now in the bottom lane. By fun times being had by all, I mean fun times for the Dire. I can guarantee you Blackfrath and Yes Sir are crying internally right now. They are not having a fun time. I can tell you that much with confidence. Gale is bottom lane on... Correction, Gale misses from Filski. A rare mistake from the Filski Veno. Usually when he uses abilities on Veno, he hits them, but nobody can be perfect, not even Filski. Over to top lane. A bit of a man fight going on right now. Cello is on the way. Avalanche will be in range now. There's 3 stacks of Napalm on Ancient Apparition, and Hobbs will bring down Cello, Mellow, and 2 more hits, but... Correction, doesn't even need to... 1 more Napalm it will do. Meanwhile, bottom lane... What's Ka who dies in the bottom lane? The Tombstone was used by Blackfrath, and Ka gets turned on in a shocker. Despite this bottom lane being an absolute disaster for Morphling plus Undying, they are the ones who claim the kill. I am shocked. Shocked, I say. I have not looked at middle lane, but much like game 1, Sui is slapping some ass middle lane right now. He won game 1's mid lane super hard in the Queen of Pain, that Queen of Pain Pango matchup, and now it's Storm Void Spirit, and again, it's going the direction of Sui. Sui is currently 25-7 versus Fatal's 13-2, so again, big middle lane win for Sui. A lot of a lot of all chat coming out right now. A lot of all chat. Over the top lane, we see Kubrick cutting the wave. Takes some damage for his troubles, but tosses up Sonagod in the air, back down for a little bit of damage and walks away. The wave has been successfully grabbed at the cost of 400 HP, but I don't think Kubrick cares. You blew it. The dive continues top lane by Hobbs, but it's not a very, you know, enthusiastic dive. It's just kind of like, yeah, I'm under your tier 1 tower. You can't really stop me from doing that. You're not gonna... I should not have missed that kill. My bad, my bad. But we saw Sui getting a little bit too big for his britches. Went in there on Fatal with the rotation by Ka with the fissure. That'll help secure the Void Spirit of Fatalness's lane. How did I... Man... I was getting too caught up in words. Mabi. Too caught up in words, not caught up enough in the action of the game. My apologies to the people who expect me to catch the middle lane kills. Usually I do, but this time I did not. Seems like despite the kill, Sui might get his 6th first in the storm. It's a glyph from Fatal. The rune fight at the Mystics rune is bottom right now, and the rune will spawn top. It's secured by Kubrick, though. It seems like Kubrick will not be able to grab it. Instead, it's Shello who grabs it. Tosses there on Fatal, fissures on 1. Sui will actually get stunned. He'll now ball in for Fatal. Vortex is there on the Void Spirit. Both spirits are incredibly low, but instead it's top lane where the death happens for Hobbs. 1v1 kills Sonic back to the mid lane. Sui is on the run once again. Ka is going in. Pump picks the enchant totem. Sui looks to ball to the high ground towards the bounty rune. Fissure hits on 1, but Sui appears to be fine. He'll ball to the bounty rune. He's still going to run away now, turning on Ka. Kubrick goes in, has avalanche toss, but instead it's disengagement time. So the only death in that entire string was top lane, where Hobbs went in with the Firefly to bring down Sonigod, possibly catching him without mirror image. I'm not entirely sure, because I wasn't watching the top lane, I was watching the middle lane. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Galen, yes sir, Fissure will come in, but yes sir is morphing strength. Fissure will block back, but yes sir can wait for him if he so chooses. And he will so choose. He'll high-five a tower. Because there's... Maybe the Undying will high-five him. Maybe. Never mind, no high-five. No high-five. Is he gonna die to creeps? No, he's not, okay. On the top lane, rotation comes in by Fatal, looking towards Hobbs. Hobbs has Lasso. Avalanche hits on 2 temporarily, but Fatal stepping in for Hobbs. Hobbs is half HP. But Hobbs is not dead yet. It's a little bit too tanky on the Batrider. So, walking on away. And instead, the rotation will be bottom lane as well. The Plague Wards will spot out Sui. So both offlaners will dodge a middle laner gank. Storm could not kill Veno bottom. Void Spirit could not kill the Batrider top lane. Kubrick is, at long last, going to get punished for his shenanigans. Step in by Fatal into the Remnant, into the Cold Feet stun. Sonigod wants the kill, and he will not take it. Fatal will grab the kill. I think Sonigod wanted it, but instead it's mid lane. We see a ball in, Vortex there on Ka. Ka's about 1/3 HP, but will not die, so it's Tombstone committed for no kill. And Dire might even kill this Tombstone. It still has 20 seconds on it. It is killable, I think, but seems like it won't happen. Well, seems like we are going to be in for a farm game. If you are... Oh, never mind, Undying. I thought for a second things might happen, but nope. Black Frats kind of walks on in slowly, grabs the bounty rune, and does not get punished. Ka has rotated in, so it's a 4v3 fight if Hobbs rotates in. Fatal and Ka focus down Kubrick. Kubrick is already quite low and will die to dissimulate from Fatal. He turned to Black Wrath. Black Wrath has no Tombstone. It's still on cooldown from the mid lane earlier. Aether Remnant hits on the Undying, who's already half HP. Hobbs is starting to stack some Napalms. And the Napalms alone will zone away the Dire. They are scared to fight Batrider. This is Batrider's Dota 2 game right now, and Hobbs does not care about the Dire heroes. It's a situation now where it's like, you know what? I don't care about these heroes. I have napalm. They don't have napalm. I'm stronger than them. And well, turns out Team Poland think the exact same thing. Ball in by Sui, finds Fatal. Fatal will get lassoed by Hobbs. And just like that, the Spirit Kill goes the other way, and oh, that's a regen rune! That's a very big deal for Storm Spirits. So now, Cello may be in danger. Sui is ready to go on in, but he'll focus down Ka instead. Finds him in the Dire Tri-Camp area. Vortex into Remnant, into Ball on around Ka. Will turn with Fissure. The regen rune was wasted. For very little regen. Unfortunate for Sui. He wanted a big regen rune play, but could not find. Instead, over to middle lanes in our 3v2, breaking out Hobbs. The target, Blackfrath, half HP, Tombstone has been used. Hobbs gets away, Blackfrath as well. Now in comes Kubrick with the two-man avalanche. Sui will ball in for Cello. Mellow, Cello will die. Fatal goes in for Hobbs, but instead it's Fatal who died on the Void Spirit. So 32 kills inside of Bouche. The Tombstone is finally dead. But that is one costly Tombstone kill. They cost you a middle laner and a support, all for one Tombstone. And Sui's gonna tip Hobbs. Like, you know what? I appreciate your Batrider contributions to my video game. You will get 50 Dota Plus shards. If you're keeping track of dead towers, by the way, the top Dire side T1 is dead, and that's the only dead tower currently. The Radiant Tower is surprisingly healthy. Now Sonagon, wait, Mirror Image is on cooldown, Hobbs going on in, Lasso is on cooldown, but Sonagon's isolated, Batrider is faster, Flame Break is in, it's already 3 stacks of Napalm. Fissure will hit on one. Sonagon has 4 stacks of Napalm. In comes Sui from long range, balling on in. Mirror Image has been used, but Sonagon still is in danger. Avalanche hits on 2. Sonagon's already dead. The trade is for Sui. A 1-for-1 in. Now Ka drops. A 2-for-1 in favor of Bouche. Yes, sir, goes in. Looking for Fatal. He has Step in 12 and has an Illusion Rune right now. 8th round is used just for zoning. Ice Blast comes in. It will hit on 2. Fatal is incredibly low. Wait for him, but it does not hit on Fatal. Fatal will survive. Instead is Yes Sir, who might die to the Ancient Apparition and will die. A huge kill there for Cello Mellow. And now Hobbs has re-arrived to the fight. Lasso is there on Cello Mellow into the avalanche damage. Fatal is there to fight. Cello is dead, but it's a 2-man, a 3-man fissure. A perfect fissure from Ka. It's already Tiny on the run. Ball in by Sui, who is respawned into the fight towards Fatalness. Has Step in 5, will assimilate away. Sui is still hunting. Nova hits on 2 from Filski. Sui is still balling. Blackfrath goes in. Fatal's incredibly low, but he gets away with one more Astral Step. Sonagod heads to Sui. Sui is going to escape. Blackfrath, meanwhile, who's going for a backline kill on Fatal, running on around in the backlines, could not find the kill, ends up dying at the Dire side Tri-Camp. Chaotic fight there. Ends up being, oh god, what even is that? Is that a 4 for 3 in favor of Bouche? Something like that. 3 for 3 says the fight tracker. I'm not quite sure if everything was caught on the fight tracker, but I will believe it for now. We'll call it a 3 for 3. I knew that was coming. It's Spirit on Spirit action, bottom lane, assimilated away by Fatalness. Hobbs has a does not have a lasso. Ka is nearby with no Echo Slam either, so seems like there's not too much of a fight going on in the bottom lane. Yes Sir is farming top lane, and Sui TP's in middle lane, where Sonagod is posting up with his illusions, hitting creeps. Seems like Filski is ready to return to the bottom lane, though, has 4 points in the Plague Ward. As a result, we'll quickly dispatch this bottom T1 tower, but at this point, it's again, we saw it last game. Bouche went up early, grabbing 2 towers, mid lane tower, and a T1 in the safe lane, before their own safe lane T1 fell. And we see it again, game number 2. Yeah, it's finally T1 dead bottom lane, but still, Ma Bouche, they're content with the game state. They're up by about 2,000 net worth right now. Morphling, the primary win condition, is farming, though, notably, this is a game where you're playing Morphling into Ancient Apparition, who is
Radiant's bottom tower
one of, if not the hardest counter in the game
is under attack.
to Morphling. We've seen so far this game, Shadow has been on point with the Ice Blast, so if he continues to be on point, then yes, sir, might be crying in a corner, unable to play his hero properly. But we will have to see. All is to be determined. Middle lane, we do get a D ward. But it seems like the primary objective right now is the hitting of creeps. If you're a big fan of the hitting of creeps, then oh boy, it's good news for you, because we are currently in game number 2 of our regularly scheduled agricultural activities. A lot of farming going on. You can tell every single game I'm just losing my sanity slightly and slightly more. Still ever so slightly losing my sanity a little bit at a time.
Radiant are scanning.
My lord. Smoke up by the side of Ma Bouche. It's Storm Spirit, Bat Rider, and Tiny in the 3-man smoke. Tiny does not have a Blink Dagger. They're looking towards Filski mid lane. Fatal is showing as well. Hobbs
Dire structures.
rakes the smoke. Fatal steps in. Remnant misses.
Middle tower is under attack.
So both teams do things. Neither team accomplishes anything, and we return to the stalemate. We will see Sui cut the wave, though, so whatever dire push existed is about to die. Fatal will TP in, he'll step in and Remnant, but Sui is already away in time. Ball too far away to the west.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, bottom lane, Hobbs TP's in, looking at Son of God with Meteor Image on cooldown, but the Manta style has been finished. Meanwhile, mid lane, Kubrick has been Venomous Galed. He'll pig pull himself, but seems like nobody cares too much either way. There's a little bit of poking and prodding going on action-wise, but again, no substantive team fighting going on. This is the exact situation where I get sad that I'm solo casting, because nothing of value is actually really happening right now. And again, I usually go into my analysis, and I'm not a bad analyst per se, but I'm not the analyst I used to be, you know? Usually when I bring on an analyst, they know things about Dota. At the very least, they can bounce words off me, I can bounce words off them. Instead, I'm just kind of bouncing them off a wall. Oh, ball in by Swede, looking towards Filski. Filski will turn with the Poison Nova. Hobbs comes in, will Flame Break and lasso Filski. Filski is trying to turn, but he's already dead. Meanwhile, in comes Fade looking for Blackfrath, the Undying. Already used Tombstone. Blackfrath actually will tick down the Filski's damage, so it's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Cog goes in, running towards yes sir, but the Morphling will get away, so it's a 1-for-1 trade. Undying for Venomancer. A favorable one so far for Ma Bouche. Yes sir, Waveform's in, looking for Fatal, who to simulate dodge. Remnant hits, Flame Break in, Fatal is dropping, but so is Hobbs. Maybe another 1-for-1, Song comes in, stunning on the Morphling into the 2-man echo. A perfect coordination! What a great coordination! Now, yes sir, Waveform in, bringing down Fatal, but Morphling is very isolated. In come your TPs, the Fissure, the Gale, the Cold Feet, the cancel on the TP. Yes sir, has been stunned. Yes sir, will get tipped 3 times, 4 times, and he'll drop the TY in the chat from Sonic. He's feeling it right now. What a fantastic song into Echo. That's great coordination right there. You do not expect that from your amateur Dota 2, but this team is ready to play Dota 2. Harkening back to the days of 2012 in Chinese Dota. That's for damn sure. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Ice Blast, step in, Remnant. Sui is half HP, will TP away, and will not heal quite yet in the fountain, but will not tick down to his Ice Blast. Sui is Remnanting in place just in case, but was never going to be a death either way, barring Maybe if Ancient Apparition had a Refresher Orb, it would have been a kill, but other than that, that kill's not happening. See, this is how you know I'm losing my mental sanity. I just brought up Ancient Apparition and Refresher Orb. This hero generally doesn't buy one until very late in the game anyways, if at all. And even then, Cello has 3k net worth. So even if Cello wanted and bought a straight Refresher Orb the entire game, he would not have one. He would have, like, a Perseverance and a Void Stone right now. He'd be coming on that second Perseverance soon. Both teams smoke up, Radiant as 3, Dire as 4, Team Poland have a Blink Dagger on Shaker. Smoke has Pop Fissure on 1, but it stuns on 2, and now Sui will ball on in towards Ka. Filski arrives, silence on Storm. Storm's already dead, dies to the Orchid Malevolence of Sonagod. And now, yes sir, on the Morphling is fighting. Ice Blast is on cooldown, wait from way by, yes sir. Fatal will go in, but then will assimilate out. Net comes in, hitting on Blackfrath. Blackfrath will attempt the fight, but he's already into the Naga. Lasso comes in on Fatal. Fatal's still half HP, and he's absolutely fine. He'll step away to the north side of the fight, away from Hobbs. So it's already 2 deaths. And it could be one more. The Blink, the Echo, the Orchid, Kubrick is dead, and so is, yes sir, a fantastic jump by Ka. A double kill for the Earthshaker, player extraordinaire Ka. And that's how a 2-time Lads champion does it. The mid T1 is also dead in Team Poland. They are roaring with excitement right now, I'm quite sure. A huge, huge team fight win right there. It's nearly a 3,000 gold swing. If you're a Team Poland fan, that's what you want to see. And the doubters, the naysayers, the lamenters, the prognosticators, they were saying after game 1, does Team Poland have it? They were at a mere 5-4, failing to meet many's expectations. But these last few fights, they've shown this team has a lot of potential to be a super legitimate unit. This game's not even close to done yet. But the pure execution in those last 2 team fights shows this team, at their best, has the potential to run this league. That's for damn sure.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
We are back to farming again. It was a nice brief respite from the farming with 2, count 'em, 2 team fights, but we're back to farming. Dire look towards Hobbs, Fatal will step in, Remnant will hits. Hobbs is half HP, BKB Lasso is the counterplay, but Fatal now steps away. Kubrick finds a 2-man avalanche toss combination on Cello and Fatal. Fissure comes in, hitting on, I believe, only 1. Orchid is there on Storm, and Hobbs is already dead. In comes the Ice Blast. Storm will dodge the damage, I think, but will not dodge the debuff. I believe he dies here. And that is certainly correct. More than enough damage to bring down Sui. Meanwhile, on the north side, Fissure is there from Ka on Blackfrath, who was poking around the back lines, hoping to contribute, but his teammates were already dead. So that will be Bouche's 3rd death of the team fight. 1 Storm, 1 Batrider, and 1 Undying. Somehow Tiny got away from that one, but regardless, that's 3 kills, immediately brought on into a Roshan take. Morphling is nearby, can scout it out with the Manta, but this will not be a Roshan contest unless Yes Sir is completely wild. Even then, he's in a lot of danger right now. He stepped in on by Fatal. Yes, sir. Will attempt to get away, but there's a Fissure. It's a 5v1. The Orchid, the Cold Feet, the Net, the Gale, the damage. It is more than enough to bring down the Morphling. And now we return to Roshan. It's already below half HP, and Sonagod wants immortality. He is ready to be online on this Naga Siren, and right now Naga is 14,000 net worth, over 2k ahead of the Morphling, and he is in the position to certainly carry this game right now. Well, just like that. I mean, this is a 4,000 net worth lead. Kubrick. Grab an Invis rune, but I don't think he'll get away with that play. There is sentries available. The net will be more than enough detection to bring down the Tiny. That's one more death in a step. It comes in from Fatal to bring down Black Wrath. Radiant lose both of their supports. It's one more step in by Fatal. The Remnant will miss, however. So, there's no core kill on top of those 2 support kills. It seems like Dire want one more kill. They're looking at Storm Spirits. And that's the song. I think Sonaga was hoping to cancel the TP. Sui was not TPing, however, and will now ball away to the west side. Filski is there. He'll actually bungle the Gale. I think that's the second time this game he's missed Gale. A rare mistake again from Filski, but again, you missed it twice in 26 minutes. That's not too bad. Over to mid lane, step on in by Fatal. With a kill set up by his brother, Ka. And we could be in for some more soon. Sonagod's hunting. Radiant are forced to entirely vacate this middle tier 2 area, but the one key problem is the wave. It's currently here. The tower is there, so there still is backdoor, but eventually that will be lost. Radiance! Use the glyph, perhaps preemptively. I'm actually not quite sure why they glyphed that early. But it will mean this wave mid does not die. And as a result, we are going to see this mid T2 get slapped on by the Naga Siren. There's still a 2.5 minute window of immortality for Sonagod. 2 lives if he needs it. Kubrick is hunting, Avalanche is there. Toss on the illusion, but it's an immediate turn by Filski and Sonagod. Tiny most certainly is dead. Question is, will more join him? And the answer is absolutely. Black Wrath dying as well on the north side to Filski's damage, as well as, I'm sure, some teammate contribution. Back to the mid T2 tower. That mid T2 is most certainly dead. So again, this lead, it's just constantly growing. Sonagod will hit high ground. There's still 2 minutes on the Aegis. The illusions are not the greatest building editors in the game, but they're certainly more than good enough this game. Hobbs is your primary base defender. Has the flame break and will attempt to napalm down Sonagod, but Sonagod can use Mirror Image. Fatalist will step and Remnant upon Hobbs. Fissure is the counter play, and well, BKB has been used. Hobbs will barely survive. Filski comes in with a 2-man Nova. Orchid is there on the Undying. Sonagod runs on, and Filski's already dead. If the Remnant into Fissure is there on Undying, Undying will eventually fall, so it's currently a 1-for-1 trade, and Cooper has turned into a 2-for-1. Sweet balls in from longer range, but does not damage Fatal. Sonagod now will Song. Vortex has been used, bringing back under that tier 3 tower. Undying has brought back into the game. Sui is low on mana. Step in by Fatal into the Fissure. Sui is already dead again, and now Black Wrath. He used his buyback to get into the fight, but there was nothing he could have done there. As a triple kill for Fatal, as Cooper comes in, an avalanche toss there on Void Spear. Fatal is still alive. He'll dissimulate away, and Sonagod still has the Aegis as well. So Dire, all they lose is a Filski, and they get so much in exchange. That's a buyback. That's a lot of kills. That's a lot of building damage. I mean, the map control situation is a disaster. Before Radiant, we're splitting the map, getting whatever farm they could, pushing in these waves, but now they're entirely stuck in their base, except for Yes Sir, and Dire are running it Yes Sir. Though it seems like he will be fine on the Morphling for now. Sonagod has 30 seconds of immortality remaining. Seems like Morphling was thinking about waveforming in and popping 1 life, but at that point, it would have been to very little effect.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And that is one more blink Dire for the side of Bouche. There's already the blink on Tiny, and now there's a blink on Batrider as well. Perhaps that is what's needed if Bouche plan on taking team fights on their terms. So far, these team fights have not gone well at all in a long time. Perhaps a Blink Lasso will be what is needed. It's a Blink Aether Lens Lasso, even.
Top tower has fallen.
So far, Team Poland play the top lane. Sonnegaard remains the primary building sieger. He's hitting it with, I believe, 2 illusions. Correction, 1 illusion. Thought there were 2, but there's only 1. He was splitting the rest of farm and bringing the middle wave. Radiant play bottom lane. This bottom T1 was brought down, but again, it's a trade for a top tier 2. A favorable trade for the side of Team Poland. Equilibrium is not great. Bottom lane's pushing in hard, and middle lane can be cut. Circles have been drawn to cut, however. It seems like Team Poland want to play through the top lane. The wave is most certainly there. There's still an extra wave mid for now. The mid wave will eventually die. Hobbs will cut the next wave, so in comes Sweet with the ball in, but Phanos is diving the base. A silence again is there. Hobbs cannot lasso in time thanks to that Resonant Pulse silence from Phanos, so now this T3 tower is dropping low. Net comes in from Sonnegaard, Orca to follow, but Kubrick will toss away the Undying from the Naga illusions, so there's no death on Black Wrath. Radiant, smoke on file. I'm pretty sure Dyer saw that. Ball in is short range from Sui. This T3 tower top has finally fallen. The range racks the current target. Fatalist and Sonnegaard both booked to hit it. Ball in by Sui, but the Assimilate's there in time. Sui BKBs, but he's already netted in by Sonnegaard, who has an Agadem Scepter of his own, and now Storm is in a lot of danger, taunted in by the Fatalist Remnant and already brought down. Echo Slam brings down, yes sir! Yes sir! Does not have a buyback. Net comes in, there on the Undying, Remnant as well as there on Hobbs. Radiant run to their fountain, but no! Kaz says no! The Fissure is there to bring down Undying and Batrider. Sui has bought back. Kubrick looked for a toss play, but nay, it's only an illusion. Top racks are fully dead. One more ball in, ball out by Sui. He's trying his hardest to defend. But the defense, it seems nigh improbable in this 2v5. Range racks mid are dead. Kubrick initiates on Fatal. Does not care. Mid racks are fully dead. 2 sets of barracks for Team Poland. And now, we head to the bottom lane. We are 1 lane away from the Megas. Undying is alive. Bat and Warp respawn in about 10 seconds. Radiant use a glyph. Perhaps their last glyph of the game. Kubrick again sets up for initiation. Blackfrath already used the Tombstone. Naga illusions hit it. Orchid Net is there on Undying. Kubrick will force staff Undying away. Lasso is there on Fatal. Radiant needed that kill, but Assimilate's there in time for Fatal. Sweet, speaking being hitting Sonnegaard's half HP, but no! Nobody's dead! The Glimmer came in clutch to keep Sonnegaard completely healthy, and now Fissure, the Pulse, the Ice Blast, the stuns! Yes, sir, again! Gets blasted by the Ice Blast, and there we go! Morphling again dead, again without buyback! Blink Avalanche Toss comes in on Filski, ball in by Sweet. Filski still 1/3 HP. Sonnegaard turns in on Kubrick. Kubrick instead Hobbs is falling. And now Tiny has bought back Fatal, stepping into Blackfrath. Another ball in. Silence hits on to Kubrick. Hunts for a Blink Avalanche Toss, but things were still on Kubrick from his last death. Kubrick still wants to go in, but no! He couldn't find the target he wanted. He had to toss away Sweet defensively. Now Filski will Gale, canceling the Blink at Hobbs. He wants nothing more to do with this game any longer. Megas been secured and the GG has been called. Echo Slam, just for good measure, has been used before the game has ended. And well, Team Poland, after a rough game 1, bounce back with a dominant performance in game number 2, and they will even up this group stage series at a 1-1 draw. Ow. Well, Team Poland, they heard the doubters. They said, you know what, doubters? I'm going to make you doubters look really stupid. And if you were doubting Team Poland after game 1, well, this is why people think they're good. It is a 1-1 draw, though. I think both teams can be somewhat happy with the game they won. Bouche won their game 1 in dominant fashion. Team Poland won their game 2 in dominant fashion. Both teams certainly have things to improve on. I am a little bit concerned with for the laning phase for Team Poland. The lanes concern me a bit in both games. Perhaps it will be a rotation-based style from Ka to help make these lanes better, though. Again, if you're playing 4, you can only be in really one lane at a time. If you're helping out Fatal's lane, that will help, or not actually, that will hinder Filski, so. Hope to see what ends up happening going later into the season as this team continues to advance. For Bouche, they now dropped to 4 and 8, but they're still in a very good spot to secure a playoff spot. If we're looking at the standings, them at 4 and 8 puts them at 7th place in their group, and again, 8 teams per group will make it into the playoffs, so 7 is perfectly fine. And at this point, I would expect them to make the playoffs. I think they are, at the very least, top 8 team in that group. And once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. For Team Poland, at this point, it's more... I don't think they're going to really win this group. They already have 4 losses, but they can definitely gun for a top 4 seed. I mean, if they win out, it's easily, like a top 2, top 3 finish in their group, so we'll see. I am done for the evening, however. Thank you to both teams, both Bouche and Team Poland, on a 1-1 draw. I would say congratulations, but I don't think either team's too happy with a 1-1 draw. My name is Badger. If you want me to cast your games, cast your tournaments, contact me on, or if you want to hire me and Logical, or me, an analyst of your choosing, to cast your pro tournaments or DPC affiliated events, contact me over on Twitter, twitter.com/BadgerDota2, or on Discord, Badger5713. Again, check out my YouTube stuff. It's in the description below. Thank you to Sniper for the subscription. It's always fun to get some subs. I always appreciate them. Yeah. That's it. As always, thank you for watching, and have a great night.